Welcome to Piper and Moss Books, and today we are going to do a revised version of the mid-year book freakout tag. Talk about some of the books we've read so far, some of the books we're excited about, some of the books we still have to read, because even though we sell you books and we love doing that, we're also avid readers, and we just want to spend some time talking about books today. So some of these you can find in the shop, some you can't. If you have any recommendations, leave them down below. And you may just see it in the shop soon. So let's get started. Question 1 is, what is the best book you've read so far in
2026?
And we actually double up on this one. Not shocking, as siblings, that we double up on this one. And it is Shield of Sparrows by Stephanie Perry.
It was so good.
It was so good. Do you want to explain it?
No, you're better. So it's about a girl, a princess, not just a girl, but a princess, who finds out through an unfortunate set of circumstances that she thought her sister was going to be the sparrow, and in fact, sparrow is like a position in their way. And in fact, it turns out that she's going to be the sparrow, and so it's a sacrifice to another country to keep bloodshed at bay. And so she goes on a quest to this other country, and she's supposed to marry their prince.
And become the Shield of Sparrows.
Lots of shenanigans occur. Lots of action and lots of spice.
Lots of spice. Yeah, this is spicy. Most of the books we're going to talk about today are spicy. We do focus a lot on adult books, and so
Brees gives this. He doesn't care. As long as I'm sitting down, he gets the cuddle.
but I gave this a 5. What'd you give it?
5.
5 out of 5 stars.
Yeah.
Our little sister Carly read this, and she also gave it a 5
She
out
read
of 5
it
stars.
Twice back to back.
Yeah, so it's a good book. So that is our best book we've read so far in 2016.
Bruh.
So, what is your best sequel that you've read so far?
The best sequel that I picked this year was Game On by Nevessa Allen.
That almost made my list.
Yeah, it's really good. I love that whole series. I like a little bit of a dark romance, and I was really interested to see how she was going to make me like Tyler, because he's not very likable in the first 2 books. So I think she did it, especially you. You were I'm a little more open-minded. Tina was like,
I was not down for Tyler. I was not excited for him at all, and she did a good job. The first in that series is called Lights Out. They are interconnected standalones, and I think there's only going to be 3. I think that's what she said. There's only going to be 3. My favorite sequel that I've read so far this year is...
and we'll put them up here.
Yeah. Is And Now Back to You by B.K. Borison. Its first one, these are also interconnected standalones. The first one is First Time Caller. This is about 2 competing weather reports. She does books based on like 90 Nora Ephron movies. And so the first one was when...
Sleepless in Seattle.
Yep, that was the first one, Sleepless in
You
Seattle.
almost heard me lisp there. Sleepless.
And then this one is When Harry Met Sally, except he's Sally and she's Harry, which is really cute.
And it's turned in the first book too.
Yeah, so that's really cute. And so they're stuck in a snowstorm. I do recommend you read this in the wintertime because they are stuck in a snowstorm. I'm a seasonal reader. If you're not, read it whenever. And now back to you. So what is your most anticipated, I know the answer to this already, most anticipated release of the second half of 2026?
ACOTAR 6, which we still don't have a title for, and it's supposed to be out in like 3 months?
Yeah, we're going to an opening for it,
Yeah,
so I hope it's here.
Yeah.
September, October.
Yeah. I've been waiting.
Big ACOTAR fan.
Yeah, the whole world, all 3 interconnecting series, love them.
So what is the first one in that series?
Of this one?
Yeah.
A Court of Thorn and Roses. Or technically, I guess. No. Of the one I'm anticipating?
Yeah. A
Sorry.
Court of Thorns and Roses.
Mm-hmm.
So that is a romantasy book.
Yes.
Do you think that people are going to have to read Crescent? She has another book series called Crescent City. Do you think that people are going to have to read it to get ACOTAR 6? What's the I don't read them, so what's the scoop on that?
I really don't know.
You don't know?
That's the scoop. I don't know if anybody knows. If you've never read Sarah J. Maas, the 3 series that she has is A Court of Thorn and Roses, Throne of Glass, and Crescent City. Throne of Glass being her first, ACOTAR being her second, and then Crescent City being her third. And if you don't know, you don't have to read one series to understand, like, to enjoy the series, but she's very sneaky about sneaking in, like, connecting them pretty much. And like in her Crescent series, it's a lot more obvious, but I don't know. It's you just never know.
Yeah. So
It just would depend on where she's picking up in the storyline, I think.
just gonna depend.
Mm-hmm.
That's a lot of books to commit to read before ACOTAR 6. You would say worth every second of it.
Yeah.
That's a lot of books, though.
Yeah, it was worth like the whole week of my life that the whole series in hours takes up.
There you go.
To me, some people don't like them, but I love them. I think they're great.
Yeah, my most anticipated book is not a sequel, but it's an Arkansas girl, and it's Hawk and Sparrow by Iona Gray. She did I, Medusa this year. It almost made my list, which was wonderful. And then she did a YA book, Beasts of Prey, like a trilogy.
That's the book that you got Mom to read.
Yeah.
Our mother doesn't read.
Yeah. And she went and saw her with me. She was very excited. And she's excited about Hawk and Sparrow, too. It is a Gilded Age between a sorcerer. So there's going to be magic, some like romance and magic. A sorcerer and a journalist, like a 1920s, hey there, doll kind of journalist. So it's all going to be like that black and white noir photo. That's what I'm kind of expecting. We'll see if it happens. Yeah, mid-Atlantic. Yeah, that's what I'm looking forward to. So that is my most anticipated book. I think it comes out in September, right before yours comes out in October. So I'm very excited.
Mm-hmm.
What was your biggest disappointment?
I'm probably like way behind on this, but I kind of got in a hockey, probably most of the world kind of got in a hockey like jam this year. And I read Canadian Boyfriend because it has Joshua Jackson as the male narrator, and I love him. And I was like, I'm going to do this. And the narrators were great. Nothing against the narrators. And really nothing against Jenny Holiday for Canadian Boyfriend. I just didn't like the like climax or of the book. Like I didn't feel like it was a valid excuse for the like 3/4 of the way breakup kind of thing that they do sometimes. I don't like that. Not a fan.
I read that last year. I think I gave it 2.5 stars, maybe 3. I'm with you.
Yeah, like it was great up until that point, and I was like, this is the dumbest reason to be mad at someone.
Yeah,
like it really is. Again, nothing against Jenny Holiday. The book was written very well. I just didn't like that plot point in it at all.
That's okay. My biggest disappointment was I'm a Twilight girl from way back. And so I love a vampire story. And Graceless Heart came out by Isabella something. And it was supposed to be Immortals, a la vampire-esque type people. And I was very excited. And it's supposed to be in 14th century Venice. Not a huge historical fan, though. So I was kind of excited, but I was shooting a little bit behind the 8 ball on that one. And it just did not deliver for me. It was pretty, but the book is gorgeous. And the writing is really well done. It did not execute well. The whole idea didn't execute well. Way less vampire than I was expecting.
Oh, okay. I was like, was it like setting or was it like character development wasn't there?
The characters, except for the 2 main ones, felt really flat.
I like a backup cast that's real strong.
No, it felt very flat and like a little bit rushed. The timeline was a little bit rushed, so it was a pretty big disappointment for me just because I was expecting it to be 5 stars, and then I think maybe it got 3. So it wasn't terrible, but it was definitely a huge disappointment to me.
Okay.
What was your biggest surprise?
I'm going to tell you A Dark Lord's Guide to Dating and Other War Crimes. I mean, I went in thinking this was going to be a really cute book, but like It's a really cute book, and it's funny, and it's cheesy in all the right places, and I am super glad that I read it.
So I heard this comp to Apprentice to the Villain. Would you agree that it's comp to that?
I haven't read that one, but it gives me the same vibes.
Okay.
Definitely gives me the same vibes. Even before I picked it up, that's kind of what I was going to. But is Assistant to the Villain spicy?
No.
This is spicy.
No.
This is a spicy version of Assistant to the Villain.
There you go.
Kind of, but
no.
The like background characters are cute. The plot is silly, but it works. And like the best thing about it, I think, is that it makes fun of itself throughout the whole thing, and I appreciate that kind of humor. So Tiffany Hunt did a very good job, and there's a second one coming out
this year or early next year called A Dark Lord's Guide to Honeymooning and Other Tyranny.
Yeah.
So that sounds really cute and good. My biggest surprise was this little book here, Domcom. Listen, it's super spicy. This is not approved for mothers unless mothers like a lot of spice. He's a dom.
You can't compare our mothers to other mothers.
That's true. He's a dominant. She's a submissive. There is office supplies. It's a workplace romance. There's office supplies involved and a little bit of play. So it's really good. It was laugh out loud funny. Like, it was so funny. There was so much heart in this book. I was not expecting it. I got it as a random thing at another local independent bookstore we have here in Northwest Arkansas. Picked it up on a whim, and it was really funny. I cannot wait to read more Adrienne Anders, and it was just so good.
I'm gonna have to give that one another try. That one was a DNR, only because I had just come off of Heat of Rivalry, and when you're like obsessed with a certain like genre, sometimes it's hard to switch to like. Yeah, it wasn't what I was into at that time, so I went back to hockey romance.
There you go.
So I'm gonna have to give it another go.
Yeah. So what is your favorite new author this year?
Oh, I'm super excited. So I've also recently got into K-pop. Okay. Didn't think that was something I would enjoy, but Stray Kids has really gotten my attention. So I actually picked this up at a what was it called? It was
An independent like romance con.
Yeah,
it was really cool.
Like book con in Little Rock.
Mm-hmm.
And Samantha Ann, if you can see her name there, she is a self-published author, and this is one of her first series, and it's her alt, and it's about a K-pop star. I think it's supposed to be like, I'm not going to try to say his name, but he's a BTS member. He looks like that. And anyway, pop star meets a girl, falls in love, sneaks around because, they're not supposed to date when they're in their contracts. So,
but you've read all of them.
Yeah, really quick read. They're all about this size. And there's 4. The 4th one just came out, and I love all of them. There's not one I haven't enjoyed. So, love her. Love this. I also like that she sneaks in some like teaching stuff in there. So she has like Korean in there, and you can learn little Korean phrases while you read. So it's really cool.
That's cool. We'll tag her down below because she's an independent author. Yeah. So we'll tag her. My new favorite author was Maureen Gu. I missed her on the YA train. And so she did One and Only this year, and I absolutely loved it. It was a book of the month book. That's kind of how I heard about it. And it's about a woman whose family, since the dawn of time, can like see into your future and predict who your soulmate is. So she had her grandmother and her aunt predict her soulmate. And she's like now 35, and she's yet to meet him. She can't find him anywhere. Everybody's looking for this guy. And so she runs into this 28-year-old. She may even be older. She may even be almost 40. She runs into this 29-year-old, 30-year-old guy, and he seems perfect, except he's not her soulmate. And so they kind of from there go on to be like, what happens when is he her soulmate or is there another life for her outside of it? Anyway, it was super good. It was her adult debut, and I absolutely loved it. So, if you love like a Korean Asian family, I absolutely love like meddling aunties and that sort of like vibe. And so it was very cute for that. I absolutely loved that.
Cute.
So, what book made you cry this year?
What book made me cry this year?
Yeah.
Oh, sorry.
I would also cry if I'd read 1,000 pages. I have yet to read this.
I read this book in 2.5 days.
She did. Flew through it.
Probably about a good third had me in tears. It's a dark book. If you don't know what it is, it's based off of a fan fiction by Sin Yu, and this is the rewritten version, and it is very good. It is very much a mature theme. If you don't know, there's like human trafficking and slavery and wartime things and magic thrown in there on top of that. So it's an alchemy based magic, which is a really cool system to always see authors' different like point of views on how they do that.
Yep.
So really good, really sad.
There you go.
Oh, it's heavy.
I'm a little nervous to try that one, so we'll see if I do. But this book made me think of you as my sad book. It is about a woman whose husband died, but before he dies, he leaves her 12 books at this local bookstore to pick up every month to teach her to do different things without him. It's like a P.S. I love you like twist on that kind of vibe, and you meet this whole cast of characters inside the bookshop. She makes all these friends outside of the bookshop and really learns to live and love again. But man, right in the punch, because he has a letter with every book. So you see a letter from the dead husband.
We love a P.S. I love you.
I know.
I'm
telling you, it's like
we were
a PSI.
obsessed with that
We were.
movie before we even realized really it was a book. We
Yeah.
watched the movie. Who doesn't with Gerard Butler? But yeah, that sounds good.
It is good. It's really good, and it shows you what 12 books it is and gives you recommendations for like 70 books inside the book. So that was really cool.
I actively avoid books that make me cry. So
There you go.
sometimes they just happen, like Alchemized. I like with Alchemized, I expected it to be like angry and like, you know, infuriated.
Yeah,
and
I would
stuff,
expect
but, like,
the same.
broke my heart in some places. So
You may not have an answer for this next year. Like, that's how rarely you try to cry in a book, that you may not have an answer for this next year.
it's true. It's hard to pull out one this year. Well, I had like another one that was like a happy cry, but it kind of goes in with another book that I'll be talking about, so I didn't want to do like two. So
Yeah.
I did Alchemized. That was a true like, made me sad.
Made you real sad. Well, on the other side of that, what book made you happy? This she bound herself. If you're
Yeah.
like, why does that not look like the cover? She's learning to bookbind.
Yeah, y'all don't be mad at me. There might have been some. I haven't finished it yet, but there might have been. These are not my images.
No.
These don't belong to me at all, but I love it. Anyway, yes, definitely. I fell prey to the heated rivalry, like, fever.
Yeah,
And
you did.
I wasn't sad about it. I loved it. I loved the show, loved the whole series. I read the whole series very quickly. They're really quick reads, too. If you're a quick reader like I am, I'm like a binge reader. I binge really fast, and then I kind of have a long in-between where I don't read much. But anyway, made me really happy. It's cute. It's spicy.
It's a male-male hockey romance.
It's
For those of
funny.
you who might be living under a rock and don't know what heated rivalry is.
No, they're nemesis. Don't they look like they're fighting each other?
So it's a male-male hockey romance, which kind of kicked off the craze. And then
Yeah.
Off Campus really just, both of them just
I've read
sent it
those
into
too.
the stratosphere. So
Pretty good.
we'll
went
take
on a-
all your hockey
I
recommendations.
tell you, I went on a hockey romance
did.
like run. I read all of the Heated Rivalry, the few like standalones that Rachel Reed has. I read Off Campus. I read For the Fans. I read.
You read For the Fans?
Mm-hmm.
You went like deep in the hockey lore.
I read a couple of like I read like the Kennedy Rule. Now I can't remember who actually wrote that.
Mm-hmm.
And a couple of Elle Kennedy's, like she co-writes a couple of like hockey romances as well. I read a couple of those. There was a time where it was just hockey.
There you go. So we'll take more hockey recommendations in the thing because season 2 of Heated Rivalry is showing up and season 2 of Off Campus all next year. I would not be shocked if something about those makes our list next year. My book is becoming a movie, and I'm not happy about the casting, but the book made me happy. Beach Read by Emily Henry. I have always thought that Gus was a person of color the whole time I'm reading the book, like Indian, like a person of color. And they cast Patrick Schwarzenegger. That's his name, right? Patrick Schwarzenegger? That's Arnold's son?
Yeah. But who cares? He's just another man with a perfect face
Yeah.
that just needs to go away. I don't want a perfect face.
I know. I was really
And
hoping.
if it is a perfect face, it's a perfect face like well, Idris Elba.
Yeah.
Or what's his name? Golding.
Oh, Henry Golding. He'd have been good. He would have been good.
Oh man. Sorry, we can't get into that. This will be a forever video.
I'm excited for who they cast season 1 of Bridgerton with Regé Jean Page. The girl, Daphne, is the girl they cast for Beach Read. But they
I'm
cast
terrible at names. I can't remember her name.
Phoebe
something.
Phoebe something.
I
And
almost said Phoebus, and that's the horse from. Terrible with names. They're just random. Notre Dame. Hunchback of Notre Dame.
Yep. Most beautiful book you have bought this year.
I'm going. I had a few, but I'm gonna go with this one just because it's my favorite colors. Look at the purples and blues. I've got it all tabbed out because I'm trying that system.
I read by tabs. We'll see if she does any good at it.
Yeah. But if you can see through that, it's just beautiful. It's a little potion bottle, and it's like pouring out a little galaxy. I just love it. It's beautiful. That's mine.
Mine was Starside. I got a first edition signed copy by Alex Esther. I have not read her YA series. I don't read a lot of YA, but you have read it, so and liked it. So I wish I could have gotten an arc. We're not that cool yet, but the arc had a real sword on it, and then was like numbered, like a little tiny sword, like came on the book.
That you could remove?
Yeah, it was removable. It was really cool. But that is the cover.
That's gorgeous.
And it's just absolutely stunning.
Stunning.
Yeah, I can't do it as well as she can, but they did the whole map on the inside. Anyway, I just think it's absolutely beautiful. And so I can't wait to read this. I have not read it yet. It is also one of my most anticipated reads. Have not read it yet, but I'm very excited.
I'm pretty excited about you. My dogs are trying to get in the door.
So,
I hope you can't hear them.
What books do you need to read by the end of the year? You do your first 3, I'll do my first 3, and then we'll do the last one together.
Okay. My first book is Your Knife, My Heart by K.M. Marinova. It just looks really good. The whole series. There's how many?
2.
2. So only 2 or
only 2 because the Bulletproof and the other one is a different series, and we have her
but
other
she has
series
the
in our
same
books.
illustrator and just look at it. It's
She does
beautiful.
have the same illustrator.
But yeah, I'm pretty excited about that one. Dark romance.
Mm-hmm.
And then I picked up this one at a local bookstore by Sydney Langford. It's Someone to Dream About. It's another K-pop book. I was really excited to find this, and look how cute the cover is.
The cover is really cute.
But
Is
the
that
story also sounded really good too. And look at the doggy.
Is that trans rep or non-binary rep? I think it's non-binary.
I don't think they're either.
Oh, I thought it was
I
non-binary.
think they just
rep.
like pastel colors, my dear. ASL.
Oh, ASL rep.
Yeah.
That's right, deaf rep. Okay.
Sorry, deaf representation in it. Her family has a deaf center, and then his little sister is increasingly becoming deaf, and he finds her and is like, hey, come on tour with me and teach me ASL, and
That's going to be cool.
I think it's
see
gonna be
it
super
done.
cute. So
Yeah. I think
that one
that's
is really
cool.
exciting. And then this one is another Samantha Ann book. It's called Traveler, and it is kind of a fantasy twist. So she's a photographer that travels the world, and he's a merman, and they just keep running into each other, and they can't figure out why. And I'm super excited to figure it out.
And then my 3 before our final one, which is the same one, mine are the most boring answers. But mine is Quicksilver. I have not read this
She's
yet.
been lazy.
I've been lazy. Also, it's so big. Look how big
It's
it
a quick
is.
read, though.
That's
It's
what
so
she
good.
says, but she's a quick reader. I'm less of a quick reader. So I'm excited for this. And then to quickly follow it up by Brimstone if I love it. And then I've got to get on A Dark Lord's Guide to Dating and Other War Crimes just because I loved Assistant to the Villain. If this is a spicy version of Assistant to the Villain, I think I'm going to absolutely love it. And then my friend Ashlyn recommended L.J. Andrews, Broken Souls and Bones. I think it's going to end up being a trilogy, and the 2 are out. I think I own both the 2. But I'm really excited. This is like, it feels like Irish Celtic folklore, kind of where it derives from. So maybe Nordic.
Look at that. It's beautiful.
It's absolutely beautiful. So those are my 3. And then our 4th one ties back to our first question. We both have to read Rise of the Starling. Our little sister has already read it and is so mad that it's not coming out until next year. So we are very excited for this book.
Yeah.
And to keep learning about the Sparrow's fate. So, yeah. Let me see. Does mine? Oh, yeah, mine is that.
Yeah.
It's so beautiful. So beautiful. So, that's our mid-year book freakout tag. Like I said, some of these are in the shop. If there are any on here that you want us to have in the shop that we don't have in the shop, let us know. We can always order. We're so glad that you guys spent this time with us. We really appreciate it. And we just hope to see you either at one of our pop-ups here in Northwest Arkansas soon, or in our store online at pipermossbooks.com.
Yep.
So.
Mine is here on Instagram and TikTok and Facebook, all
and
under
YouTube.
Piper Moss Books.
All of us under Piper Moss Books. We're very excited. So,
Bye.